I know the news about Kawhi Leonard's knee has surfaced, and ESPN has brought it out. Of course, Kawhi Leonard did not play in last night's game against the OKC Thunder due to knee soreness. And first of all, I want to say this. I don't want to say, the injury is getting worse or anything like that, because I don't, believe that it is any. I just believe it's just the growing pains of coming back from an ACL tear and being out of basketball that long. You can't be out of basketball as long as Kawhi has and come back and everything be quite just fine. Sometimes there's complications, sometimes there's achiness, there's little things like that, because you are going through an 82 game season and you're having to go through that process again of playing, a lot of games, and you're winded, you're tired, you don't have the energy that you once had, playing, at a supremely high level back-to-back nights or whatever, multiple nights of playing. Kawhi's not at that stage, and so the reports say that Kawhi is going to sit out the next couple of games, just see how his knee does, see how it reacts and everything like that, and give it a go here soon. And like I said before, this is what the Clippers should do, because it's all about winning a championship. It's not about anything else. I mean, everything else is irrelevant at this point. Winning a championship is everything, and that's what the Clippers have to look at. And that's the only thing they need to look at. Everything else at this point, to me, is far gone. They have to win a championship, or bare minimum, they have to make it to a finals. And the only way to do that is to, load manage your way, or whatever you need to do. That's what the Clippers need to do. They need to load manage their way to a championship, or whatever they need to do, because this is the year they have to do something. And, this is why I said Kawhi is going to sit out some games. Kawhi is going to, nurse that injury the way they want him to, because, a lot of the staff is telling Kawhi to, do these things, to, take time and, come off the bench, see how the knee reacts and everything like that. So, a lot of the staff is telling him to do these things too. So it's not all just, him being, feeling achy and stuff. He's also doing what his body's telling him to do, and he's doing what the staff's telling him to do, which is a good thing, listening to the organization and everything like that. So I can't, say anything bad about that. I just think that, eventually, Kawhi will get to a point where, he's very comfortable with what he's doing, and he's very comfortable with where he is in regards to his knee and how his knee is reacting and everything. So I don't think we'll really have much to worry about there. I think it's just, the growing pains of coming back from an injury like that. It could be, devastating a little bit. So, I mean, there's going to be games where Kawhi is going to be out and out the lineup. But for the most part, I'd say, mid-season going towards latter part of the season, I think you'll see Kawhi a lot more in games, into where you'll see, the Kawhi we're used to seeing. And I'm not even saying it's going to take that long for him to get in the rhythm. I'm just saying that they're going to be overly precautious with Kawhi, because like I said, the goal is to win a championship. The regular season doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything. It only means something if you do something in the postseason. And right now, that's what the Clippers have to do. They have to find a way to be effective and, be great in the postseason. And everything else right now is just, part of the part of the process. So, I mean, I'm okay with, them load managing Kawhi and things like that. But Kawhi is going to go through some aches and pains and stuff with the knee, because like I said, when you're playing a real NBA game, it's a lot different than playing in practice. And Kawhi knows that it's a whole lot different than playing in practice. So when it's a big difference like that, there could be, some drawbacks and things like that. So, I mean, we have to expect these things. We have to know these things are possible and that they're going to happen. And it's just a part of the process of Kawhi getting back to where he was. But I do believe, of course, he will, get back to where he was, because to me, he's already, right where he needs to be in that case. So I would say no need to worry, no need to panic or anything like that. The Clippers just being precautious of their insurance plan and of their investment, which is Kawhi Leonard, and they're doing the best they can to keep everything, good for him, but also monitor his minutes, watch what he does, and just see how he reacts to certain things. I mean, after a while, you're going to see Kawhi ramp it up a little bit more with this team in regards to playing. So, I mean, don't be surprised if you see more minutes from him soon. I just think that, he just needs that initial rest and that initial, favoritism right now in regards to, his gameplay and how he plays, because, the Clippers, they want him to get through this season. They want him to get the chemistry with the guys, but they also want him to stay healthy in the long run, because right now they're going through, injuries and things like that. I mean, you look at the last night's game against, OKC, they had some injuries, Reggie Jackson, I think he's got a groin injury. Kawhi sits out with a knee. Paul George was out last night's game. Norman Powell had something going on with him still. So, I mean, they're still, really kind of like, trying to, fill the season out, get comfortable, into their own sets and how they want to do. They're still trying to, weed out some of the injuries and things like that and get past that stuff. So, I mean, it's okay. It's okay because, like I said, the goal is one thing this year. It's not about the regular season. It's not about, any individual accolades. It's all about one thing. So, whatever they need to do to get these guys through the season, they just go ahead and do that, because that's what needs to be done. And that's the only way that that's the only way the Clippers need to really look at it. And like I said, the main thing is, long as they can keep Kawhi out there, playing and keep him, in rhythm as much as they can until, they really feel like, his knee is, closer to 100% than what it is now. His knee is probably at like 88% right now, to be honest with you. So if the closer they can get to 100, the better they are. So, I mean, if Kawhi says any type of strain or any type of ache or anything like that, with him saying that, if he says there's any type of ache or anything like that, they're going to listen to him and they're going to be very precautious. And that's what the Clippers are doing, I think. And I think that's very warranted what they're doing, because, like I said, the goal is only one thing. So hopefully the Clippers don't get injury bitten, because right now they're going. They got some guys out. They a lot of their main guys weren't able to play last night besides John Wall, and that's the reason why I think they lost that game against OKC. But I mean, the Clippers got plenty more time to, rectify that loss, and they got plenty more time to build. They just have to, like I said, go through the growing pains of the season and let it all hang out and let it all out in the playoffs. And that's the mentality and that's the goal. And I know Kawhi is definitely all for that. And I know that the Clippers as an organization is all for that. So it's like everything that's going that you'll see going forward, you'll see guys in and out of lineup a little bit here and there, but that's okay. Because like I said, the main thing is, can they stay healthy long term? And that's what the Clippers are looking at. They can suffer injuries here and there during the season, minor injuries, but we need them to stay healthy long term, because they're not going to win a championship without every one of these guys contributing, because it takes a lot to win a championship. It really does. So let's just see how good Kawhi can stay healthy and see how he does over time. I believe he'll be fine. I believe the rest of the team will be fine, and let's just see where it can all take him. But hey, that's my take on everything. Leave any comments in the comment section. Check my other videos if you haven't. And hey, Kelly out.